Hi guys and welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Erin and I love to talk about books, so if you like to hear people talk about books, I would strongly recommend that you should subscribe to my channel because that's simply all I talk about. I love to show books and I love to talk about books and I love to recommend books. So yeah, I haven't posted a single video in 2 weeks because I've been working, and I'm sorry. I just got a new camera and I'm going to fix that one, and then I'm going to start posting once a week, and I'm thinking maybe every Saturday or every Sunday. I did this thing where I went onto Amazon and we're like, yeah, I'm just going to look, I'm not buying anything, and I did buy something. Yeah, I bought some books and I have been on a book buying ban since October. And I finally broke it. So let's just continue on, and I'm going to show you every single book that I bought because this is a book haul. So first I got Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillig. I have the first book in the series, which is One Dark Window, because the thing with me is I haven't read the other one. The thing is with me, I cannot start the first book in a series if I don't own the entire series. Like, I don't care if it's 4 books, 5 books, I will own every single copy, because what if the book ends on a cliffhanger? Like, what do I do then? Do I just wait until Amazon ships out that other book to me? No. Like, I need to continue the series and start the next book immediately. So that's why I bought the second book, because then I can finally start the series, and it's the Stephen King series. Like, I did the exact same thing with the A Throne of Glass series. Like, I didn't start the series until I owned every single copy of the entire series, and it's like 8 books. So now I'm going to be showing you the only romance book I got. And it's Butcher and Blackbirds. I'm so excited for this book. Like, I've only heard great reviews about this book. Like, every single TikTok that I've seen is like, oh, I love this book, and like quotes and scenes from this book. And I'm like, yeah, I need this book. I thought that it was supposed to be thicker, but it's nice, a kind of thin book. The thing is with this book, it's supposed to be a serial killer romance, and I have never read anything like that. Like, I've read the murder trope, I've read torture, I've read enemies to lovers, I've read like, oh, she tries to kill him within the first chapter. I've read so many different dark romances. I think this is a dark romance. Maybe this is just an ordinary romance. I'm thinking dark, so we're going to go with that. I've seen a lot of people who love the Mindfuck series. It's the big book with 5 books all within one. And I haven't read that book because I've been afraid to. Like, I'm scared because I have no idea what's about to come. So I feel like this is going to be a good beginning before I start the Mindfuck series. Every serial killer needs a friend. Every game must have a winner. Like, ugh. I'm super intrigued. I want to read this book now, but I've been starting another book, which you're going to see in this video. So there might be a while until I get to this one, but I'm super excited. And yeah, again, I have no idea what this is supposed to be about. I know that it's about serial killers, but I have no idea what to expect because I've never read anything with that specific trope before. Then I bought an entire series off of Amazon, and it's so fucking frustrating because I bought like all 3 of the books from the author page, and still the spines doesn't match up, and it's the most frustrating thing ever. Like, it's going to be so ugly, but I still want to read these books, so I'm kind of in a complicated situation. Like, this is the first and the second book. Do you see the spines? Like, the first one has a 1 and the second one doesn't. So the first book is What Lies Beyond the Veil, and I'm like, I haven't seen so many things about this book. Like, I was scrolling through Amazon and saw the word fae, and I was like, yeah, I definitely want to read that because I love every single fae there is out there. And like, I love the first sentence in the synopsis. Once we'd worship them as gods. Like, yeah, what's about to happen in this book? I have no idea, and that's what is so intriguing, because I'm going to go into this book, or the entire series, completely blindly. The second book is What Hunts Inside the Shadows. And like, once I fell in love with a man who deceived me. Like, are you kidding me? I love man who deceives people. Only in books. And I still do. I love the, like, second chance. Maybe there isn't a second chance. As you know, or might have guessed, I have no idea what this series is about. I just know that they're supposed to be fates, and then there's humans, and then there's this veil, like, who separates the two worlds. Kind of like in Akatar, you know, the wall and everything. And then the veil breaks down. I think. I might be totally wrong. I haven't heard a single thing about the series. Not on TikTok, not on Booktok, not on Booktube. I meant not on Booktok, not on Bookstagram, and not on Booktube. Like, not a single thing. And when I saw this book, it was like a TikTok sensation. And I've been on Booktok for a really long time. Like, we're talking years. And I have not seen this book. Like, a single thing. But it's intriguing, so. And then we have What Lurks Between the Fates. And like, I'm not going to read the first sentence because I feel like it's a spoiler and I do not want a spoiler or anything. And then we have the books I'm like mostly excited about in this entire video. And I'm so excited for this book. I've been wanting to read this book for such a long time. And it's one of my most anticipated reads of the year. It's supposed to be like the Hunger Games, but with vampires. And it's The Serpent and the Wings of Night. I'm so excited for this book. I've seen such great things about this. I'm a Hunger Games girly, like to the bottom of my heart. I've grown up watching the Hunger Games and reading the books. And to have the same thing, but with vampires, like, oh, are you kidding me? Or not the same thing. I've read until part 2, page 40. And it's going good. On the back it says that she got adopted, but I don't know if I believe that. Because the king, the vampire king, like he's this cool ass dude who finds her in the alley or something because his vampires wanted to eat her. And he was like, no, I'm going to keep this girl because she reminds me a lot of myself when I was her age. So he takes her and like raised her and taught her every single thing to like survive the vampire kingdom. But now she's going to be in this tournament. And like the god of death herself made this tournament and they has to sacrifice their blood to her and everything. And it's just kind of cool. And I already think that I've met the love interest because there was this weird ass man who were watching this painting that she always loved, but no one took a second out of their day to watch this painting. And she was so fascinated, and her dad was like, no, you need to come now. Come now, because he's protecting her from all of these vampires who wants to kill her. But he had red hair, and I don't know how I feel about that. I love brunettes, except for Aaron Warner. That's the only blonde guy I will ever support. Aaron Warner, my book husband. Like, I love him. But anyways, I feel like I will love him either way. Like, who fucking cares if he has red hair? I can just imagine a brunette. And it's also by Carissa Broadbent. I don't think I said that. Maybe I didn't say single author. That's kind of rude of me. But I hope you saw them. And once again, I bought the entire series. The first book is Mother of No Worlds. I like the back. Let me just read this to you and tell me if you're intrigued or not. A life in slavery taught Tisana how to survive with nothing but a sharp eye, a quick mind, and a touch of magic. But the night she tried to buy her freedom, she nearly paid with her life. Instead, she murdered the most powerful man in Thrall. And if there's one thing about me, I love like politics and world building in fantasy books. Like, I don't love it more than the romance, but I love like the small romance plot. You know, when they just touch elbows and you're like, ah! Screaming, crying, giggling, and throwing up. I love that small romance plot. Forced to flee, she has only one chance at saving those she left behind, pledging herself to the Orders, an organization of magic wielders strong enough to destroy her former masters. So I feel like this fantasy series is filled with magical elements, and I love that. Then we have the second book, and it's Children of Fallen Gods, also by Clarissa, and I'm not going to read the back. Because, again, spoilers. I do that when I buy the entire series. I always read every single back. Like every single synopsis of all books. And I feel like I get major spoilers. But I don't care, I love to do that. No war can befall with clean hands. Not even the ones waged for the right reasons. Not even the ones you win. period. Then lastly we have Mother of Death and Dawn. And this book, let me tell you, it's a brick. I could, if I wanted to, use this as a weapon. Like, I can just put this in my bag when I'm walking alone at night, you know? And like, if some guy or something is stalking me or following me, I can just take this book and throw it at their heads. Because they will fall and faint and everything. Because this book is fucking thick and huge. But I feel like when they're thicker and huger, huge. That's not a word. When they're thicker, you get a really strong connection with the characters. And like a deeper kind of connection, and I live for that. So those were all of the books that I ordered, and I already have more to come. Because that's just who I am. I buy books for a living. No, I actually have a job. But I like to buy books for my entire salary. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be seeing you next time.